Hello and welcome back to part 15 of Let's Play Link's Awakening DX. I'm your host, NHSDL6. Good to have you with me. Anywho, we just finished off with our first part of the Catfish's Maw. We defeated Skeletor 3 times, so now we gotta face him once more, and then hopefully we'll get our magic item. Okay, we will get our magic item, let's just say that. And it's my favorite item in the entire game. I love the item that we get. So anyway, let's get a move on. Because the faster we get through this, the faster we get the item. So, we have a lot of backtracking to do. Excuse me. Basically, you have to go all the way back to the room where you got the compass. When you get there, this is a few rooms from the entry right here. When you get there, you can take the stairway where we took it earlier, and we saw the room with the 4 squares in each of, well, it's a square in each of the corners. We went there earlier, but that's where we need to go this time. So we're gonna make another trip to the pulley room, which is really obnoxious. And yet again, I hugely fail at trying to jump on these. Don't know why. When I was just messing around before I actually recorded this, like a long time ago, and I was just messing around, I did this the first try, but I guess stage fright causes me to mess up or something like that. But anyway, let's head back to the battle room. Here we go. Get our bombs out again. Still got plenty. And there he is.
You again? You keep going and going. I can't outlast you. Alright, let's do it.
That's what she said. But anyway, you'll see here that I make the mistake of, well, I don't make the mistake of it, but I had a difficult time of trying to hit him with just regular sword attacks, so I had to resort to the spin blade. So, you know, in all honesty, that's probably going to be your best bet, because it lets you cover all your bases when you swing it, because, you know, you spin in a circle and it allows you to attack any part of him that would be vulnerable. So, bomb him 3 times, and he will vanish. Sub-mini-boss vanquished. You've got the hook shot. Its chain stretches long when you use it. That is also what she said. So, now that we have our hook shot, we can go back through this dungeon and go to the places we could not have gone before. Once I finish here, I have plans to go back and do something a little special for part 17. So look forward to that. It was something, you know, it's what makes this game unique in the fact that it's the DX and it's the color version and whatnot. So I'm gonna exploit some of the differences between this one and the original, and you'll see that in 2 parts. So part 17, it's gonna be pretty exciting. Anyway, we're gonna jump across, or hook across here, I guess you could say. 200 whoopies, yay! Actually, I'm not ecstatic, but you know, it's good to have those because that means that I'm all that much closer to my bow and arrow, which is kind of funny that you know, I spent so much time going through here and making sure that I got all the rupees and whatnot, but then in part 17 you'll see that I acquired the funds necessary for achieving the bow and arrow quite easily. So it's kind of a bummer that I didn't find out about that earlier, at least, you know, investigate, because I knew about it, I just never paid much attention to it until I saw a video of somebody who had done it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So, you know, I went in there, and like all Zelda games, there was a rupee room, or whatever you want to call it, so pretty good. Anyway, now we have our hook shot, we can get this item, which I have no idea what this could possibly be. No idea. Oh my gosh, it's the Nightmare Key. I never would have guessed. Wow. Using the magical item to get through the room, and then it's a chest by itself? How on earth could that have been the Nightmare Key? That's ridiculous. That defies the laws of cliché. by so many levels. But anywho, we're gonna head back. Yeah, there's a little, there's an owl that says if you dive in between the torches or where the torches intersect or something, you can jump in the water there. Obviously, where they all intersect at that point in the center of that square where I just dove in, so that's what that's talking about. And Perry mentioned this in part 26 of his video, but I just thought I'd mention it too. You know, we're making a nice little community with Jeff Laws and Perry and whatnot, so you know, between me, myself, NHSDL 6, Perry 748, Jeff Lars, and Homestar 92, you know, like Perry talked about, there is a community going on between us, you know, talking, becoming good friends, and cooperating with various projects. If you'd like to be a part of that, you know, feel free to contact one of the 4 of us that I just mentioned, and you know, if we deem you worthy enough, then you know, we'll give you the okay. And by deem you worthy enough, I mean we want more people to join, so please do so. It's a great idea. It's a great cause. Anyway, so now that we oh, game's lagging a bit. Let's see, it's like oh, there we go. That's better. My computer was slowing down for some reason. We're fine. Anyway, there isn't much to talk about. Oh, besides guess some current events, maybe. I don't really care too much for basketball, but for some reason I woke up. I was woken up by my insatiable urge to know the score to the basketball game. I wanted to know who won the championship for basketball. So I woke up, and of course it wasn't over yet because I didn't know when it started anyway. So of course North Carolina won, which sucks because, you know, I didn't. They win every time, so whatever. But I guess I don't really have much room to talk about not wanting to cheer for teams who win everything, because I'm a USC fan, and I guess they're considered a dynasty in college football, so I guess I should be quiet. But anyway, what else? Let's see. Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to part 17. I kind of, you know, not to make it seem like these parts are less important, because they are, but, you know, I kind of want to get this part and the next part over with, because part 17 is really, really cool, and let's just say I might get some new threads, if that means anything to anybody else. Don't want to talk too much about it, keep it a little hush-hush. So we get our final small key. You don't necessarily need to use all the small keys in here, and I don't, so if you've been following along with what I've been doing, you honestly don't need to have all those small keys, but if you want to get them, feel free. And I went a little over with this recording, so you're going to see me fight this mini-boss here in the next room, and I'm going to have to cut it a bit short in here because, you know, ran out of time. I was over-recording. I didn't mean to. But anyway, you know, boss here is the dual Gomas. Everybody knows about them. Everybody's fought them before, you know, they're no big deal. I cut it shortly after I begin the fight with the second one. Basically, their attacks are, they'll go left and right, and then they'll shake a little bit like this, and then they'll charge at you, or they'll move left and right faster. So you make sure you watch out for that, just dodge, and when they open their eye, shoot them with your hook shot, and, you know. It's really, really simple. And the reason why I didn't feel so bad about cutting it is because it's really repetitive, you know? It's fighting the same thing twice, except for the second one's back farther in the room. And the trick with the Dodongo snakes, where you can kill one and leave the room, and then you'll get the warp panel back to the start. That does exist. You can do it here too. I guess you wouldn't really know that because I cut it before I finished off the second one, but I actually did fight them legitimately, you know, because I intended to show me winning, but I didn't have enough time. And all you get for beating these guys is a heart, so it's kind of lame. I think the second one might give you a fairy, but other than that, they don't really give you your full health. So I guess this cave could technically, or this dungeon could technically be considered unique because of its its high amount of bosses, maybe? Because they have Skeletor, and then they have the Goma twins, and then there's the final boss, which we'll see. I devoted all of the first half of next part's video solely to battling the boss, because as many people know, especially Jeff Lars, that boss is a piece of crap, and it's kind of difficult. My practicing from long ago, I didn't have any trouble with it, and I don't know why, but I did have trouble with it to a slight extent with my most recent attempt, which was obviously the recorded one, so you'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short. I've been NHSDL06. Thanks for watching me, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and if you'd like, join our community.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.